Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit, and I didn't post too much about, well, I mean, you can see it now. I didn't post anything or make any videos of me doing the work on the sound deadening in my vehicle. A couple reasons. There's lots of videos on it, how to install it, the best material out there, this and that and the other thing. But what I have not seen anyone do is what I have done. So this, yeah, most of you have seen this. This material, I did my door too. I also did the back panel and both back doors. So this is acoustic foam. That's what this is. It makes it so the sound doesn't bounce back. And if you look real close, you can see right here, that is automotive sound deadening. And what that does is it takes the tin sound out of the metal. It deadens it. And the foam stops the sound inside from bouncing around. And I will say, not only is my Jeep quieter, it is a lot warmer. I actually had stripped literally all the interior out of this vehicle. None of it was salvageable. The only piece that I left in here from the original is the passenger door. That is the only original piece of interior that I left in this vehicle. And the rest I threw away. It was junk. The dash is original, but other than that, it was not salvageable. And I've actually been debating on whether or not I'm going to take that door card out and do the foam over that, because, well, I like what it's done. Even though I have an extremely loud exhaust on this, and I've ripped out all the interior, I have the sound deadening peel and sticks. They're about, that big or so. They're peel back, stick them on. That is in every single door, on all the floor, including the back. The entire ceiling's done with it. And then the foam over it. This is probably close to one of the quietest vehicles I've ever owned. I'm probably going to say the absolute quietest vehicle I've ever owned is either my Outback or I had a XC90 Volvo station wagon that was also very, very quiet. But this vehicle now is extremely quiet. Not only do I have great quality sound for my stereo, my exhaust is loud enough that I can still hear it, but it's not overwhelming on the inside. And I can have a very clear conversation with any of my passengers now. So if you're thinking about using sound deadening material on any vehicle, I highly recommend doing the inside of the doors, the floor, and the ceiling. Even if you have aftermarket or factory sound deadening, some vehicles I know, like the Toyota Highlander and the recent model Toyota 4Runners also have sound deadening. I don't know about their trucks. I do know that in the 90s, Toyota sound deadened their floors. I don't believe they did the ceiling, or they did do the doors, but not the ceiling. I would definitely recommend either doing it yourself or getting it done if you want a much quieter ride. This thing now, compared to no interior at all, it's like night and day. Even with the 35-inch knobby tires I have on this thing. It's incredible. It really is. Well worth it. I got my stuff off of Amazon. I think all together with the acoustic foam and the sound deadening, I spent around $100. So for that kind of money, to be able to roll down the road, and almost hear, no, I'm not gonna say nothing because there still is noise. I mean, I got windows still and whatnot, but it is very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Highly recommend. So, like I said, I haven't seen anyone do this with the acoustic foam. Makes a huge difference, not only in sound, but like I said, in insulation. I'm going to say this Jeep now is definitely warmer than factory ever thought of making them. Yeah, and I think it's kind of cool. It's like driving around a sound studio. So I like it. It's not for everyone. It's just what I enjoy. So like, if your headliner's falling down and it's really loud in there, yank it out. I mean, if you're not really too worried about what it looks like, and you want a project to do, grab yourself some 3M super adhesive. It's, I think I used 3M 77. Comes in an aerosol can. Spray it on there. Spray it on the back of the foam, and stick it up there. It's just like making a checkerboard. And it took me 2 hours to do the whole vehicle in the foam, so it doesn't take too long. And you can be as meticulous and particular as you want to be. Like you can see back here, that didn't get covered, and that's fine for me. You might be different. You might want to cover all of the things and do the whole thing and make it look really cool, which I might still do. I mean, the foam insulation stuff, the sound stuff is extremely cheap. You can get 80 square feet of this for $65 off of Amazon. And I might finish up the front. The front here, I got about a 6-inch strip above the windshield that's still exposed. I'll probably do that because it looks kind of funny. And I'd rather have it done in the insulation acoustic foam than having it open like it is. So anyway, that's just one of the projects I did, because I was tired of being cold in the 20-degree weather we've had up here in the Seattle area. So hopefully that gives you some information that maybe you were kind of wondering about, or maybe give you some inspiration on something to do with your beater with a heater. Not everyone drives fancy cars. Not everyone can afford to. So if that helps you out with some sort of budget-friendly solution to not only the extremely loud sound inside your vehicle, but also some insulation, hopefully that helped. It's one of the things that I've come up with a really cheap solution for, and it didn't take me a whole lot of time at all. I would imagine that this stuff would work real well inside of an RV or a trailer or a van. Maybe you're living in a van, or maybe you just have a work van you're tired of it being cold because there's no interior to it anyway. They sell those things absolutely bone stock. There's nothing in them except for the dash and the door panels. So this stuff and the sound deadening, well worth it. Absolutely well worth it. If you have a box van or just maybe a Super Duty van that you use for work, and you're tired of rolling it around in a can, and you're tired of it being loud, you've been doing it for years, definitely the sound deadening, super cheap. It'll take you, maybe 4 hours on a weekend Okay, maybe 6 or 7 if you got it packed full of tools and you got to unload it. Well worth it though. I mean, like if you're using that thing and that's your office, man, I'm telling you, this is going to be worth your time for sure. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I hope you all have a good day.